So, you want to make tiramisu, but you're not completely sure how. Well, you've come to the right place, because I'm not really sure how either. I guess that's a bit of an exaggeration. I have done it a handful of times before, but I'm surely no professional. But today I'm going to try. So, there are a few ingredients I need, so let's go to the store. We're here at the store, and the first thing I need is some mascarpone cheese, which basically is kind of like cream cheese. The next thing I need is espresso powder, which you can use real espresso if you want, but this is just quick and simple, so that's what I went with. Another main ingredient is heavy whipping cream, which is right next to the milk. The last thing I'll need are ladyfinger cookies, which for some reason I had trouble getting, but anyways, let's go back to the kitchen. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the espresso, and conveniently on the back of the espresso container, there is a recipe for tiramisu, and in this case, I'm going to boil 1.5 cups of water and stir in 6 tablespoons of instant espresso powder. So, while that espresso is heating up, I'm going to put in the entire container of mascarpone cheese, which in this case is about 8 ounces. Next, I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And after putting in the heavy whipping cream and the mascarpone, I'm going to stir at the speed of light, until I remember that I need to put in 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, which this is homemade, and also some splashes of vanilla, and some more splashes if you really like vanilla. And then you're going to continue stirring at the speed of light until you have your desired consistency, which is in my case pretty stiff. Once your espresso is ready, you're ready to begin layering your tiramisu. So go ahead and start dipping the cookies in the tiramisu. You don't want to do it very long, very short time, otherwise the cookies will get too soaked and become very mushy. Once you've put down a layer of cookies, go ahead and put half of your mascarpone mix down. Next, go back and do another layer of cookies. And then, as you're putting your second layer of mascarpone down, realize you put too much on the first layer. So, go ahead and pour the cocoa powder on, which, if you're like me, pour a whole lot. And once you're done, saran wrap it and put it in the fridge for about 12 hours. And you have your tiramisu. This was more of a simple task, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. And don't forget, as you bump the camera, to clean your workstation off.